So we're here in Spain celebrating our 8th wedding anniversary. And I asked Felipe yesterday if it was much different than last year when we celebrated our 7 years. And he said yes, because we have 2 children now. And you can never have any silence.
For one moment, we do have passenger on board today that does have a severe nut allergy.
We're on our way
We left the house at 2 a.m. Felipe took like a 30-minute nap. I took about like a 2-hour, 1-hour nap. And then we packed the kids up and drove 2.5 hours to Stansted. From there we went to, it's a straight direct flight to Bilbao, Spain. And then from there to Zaragoza.
Airbnb is a wonderful thing. We got a 2-bedroom flat on the 7th floor of a residential building about a mile away from the city center. We could walk to all the touristy areas and all the main attractions that we wanted to see. The flat was a nice, well-decorated, functional flat. We had a kitchen, and we could cook all our meals and pack our lunches. We even had a view to the lovely basilica.
I can't find my stockings and my underwear.
Where were they?
They were in a closet. Father.
You can't wear that dress. Why?
Because I just picked it.
Of course, one of the first items we picked up at the grocery store was jamón ibérico. Delicious slices of heaven.
What do you say?
We also purchased some blood sausage
Who's in there?
and had it straight away for dinner the very first night we landed.
Right? Were you singing that Chinese song?
I'm getting something with Mommy too.
I decided to cook the rice in the tortilla fat. So I've added some onion and potato.
And I'm going to get yours.
After you woke up at like 8 or something, we decided we'll just take a little walk around.
Yo trabajar 50 años más trabajaré.
This is more like it. I feel like I'm in a different country now.
Hey. In the context of our marriage, I have weird feelings, interesting feelings about visiting Spain for the first time in order to celebrate my anniversary. Spain is the land of my ancestry. About 200 years ago, the first member of my family came over to Nicaragua and settled there. And why is it interesting? It's interesting because when we were getting married, a member of Lillian's family significantly opposed the marriage on the grounds of race, on the grounds that the Chinese race was superior. And so to come to Spain to celebrate our anniversary, well, it's poetic, isn't it? Ironically, wandering through the streets of Caesar Augustus, we found ourselves a hen party.
front of the Aljaferia, which is
It's an old Muslim fort.
and we were planning on going
Palace.
inside and not just standing outside, but Spain strikes again.
I guess after the siesta, the place is supposed to open back up at 4:30?
5 o'clock, or 4:30.
4:30, and so we came over to time it to be in the palace at 4:30. But it also is the seat of the courts of justice for Zaragoza, and apparently there are politicians there, so they've closed the palace down to the general public and allowed only pre-booked groups in.
Yeah.
So we can't go in. One of the fascinating things about visiting Spain is being a witness to something on the order of maybe 4 significant layers of architecture. You have the first foundational layer of the Roman rule of Hispania, of Spain. On top of that, you have 700 years worth of Islamic rule. And then on top of that, you have something on the order of 600 years of Christian and towards the tail end secular rule of Spain. And so here in front of this Islamic fortress, it's interesting to see the combination of styles and outlooks in this beautiful country. It reminds me of the war between the Islamic conquistadors of Spain and the Spanish rebels or Christian rebels who threw off that conquest. It's interesting to come to a country ripe with a history of conflict and to celebrate a wedding anniversary for a marriage that in many ways began with a clash of civilizations, a clash of cultures, a clash of peoples. And yet here we are with our Latin Sino children. Here we are. Here we are.
Right now we're at Gran Café Zaragoza. Thank you, it's on there too. It's known for having a traditional old town Spanish feel.
So did you know exactly what you wanted when you came in here?
We're gonna have cake pastry, I gotta go to that same place. We stopped by a supermarket and we bought a whole bunch of food. We saw a line outside of a bakery and we thought, that's gotta be good. I wanted one of this chocolate covered thing. Check this out.
It's a bow tie, right?
It looks like a bow tie. Wow.
That's good. That's good.
What is it? So we got to see the basilica and the museum called Alma Mater about Mother Mary. So how do you feel about coming to Spain for the first time?
It feels more familiar than I thought it would, but that might be just my subjective feeling. The people here might be thinking, what an idiot with his poor Spanish.
Do you feel inferior in your
No.
your accent?
In my accent, yeah, but not in my person, I guess. Today's mission was just to walk to this main square area that you see behind me.
We've decided we're gonna call it a day.
They're
Why?
tired. Everyone's tired.
I like it. I like not having to cram in everything and being super exhausted at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's nice.
And we're staying in a nice place, so it'll be relaxing. Just stay away from home.